Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Third installment. Got selections here for Sunday, October 6th. For again, today's play of the day. Quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a nice winner in college football with Clemson, minus 13.5 and minus 136 on FanDuel. Beat a massive line move as the line ended up closing at 17. And of course, it landed in the middle as Clemson did win by 16. Should have won by 20 plus. They had double Florida State's yards, and they also were in the red zone a ton in the game. The problem was they attempted 7 field goals and 2 of them were blocked. So it was a pretty big sweat there, but Clemson got the job done as they won the game by 16. Hopefully got there early. Point is, though, should have been much less of a sweat than it actually was. Still a winner, though, so it could have been worse. Look for the winner here on a Sunday. For the actual play, the reminder once again, the more plays on our website, so check out the website and you do. Use the promo code for a discount, WEH4US25, to get a 25% off your order. Plus, a reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the bell, so get notified, never miss an episode. And for the extra play going to football, but the NFL, to look at a matchup between the Colts and the Jaguars, taking place at around 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, to go with a player prop, and go with Colts starting quarterback Joe Flacco over 237.5 passing yards at minus 110 on Bet365. Time recording of 2:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Coverage hard to go with Flacco over his passing yards for this game. First reason, Anthony Richardson got injured last week early on against the Steelers, and he did not return. Hasn't practiced all week due to an oblique injury, and as a result, he's doubtful to play. So Flacco should be suiting up. And Flacco last year we saw one comeback player of the year because he was really good with Cleveland, as he ended up playing 6 games including the playoffs, and he threw for at least 254 in each of those games. So Flacco's been really racking up the passing yards over the last year or so, and he had 160 plus despite missing most of the first quarter in last week's game, and the game flow was solid for them because they were winning for most of the way. So point is, with a pretty negative game script and with a pretty rough spot against a top-tier defense, Flacco is great. I think he'll look a lot sharper in this game against one of the worst defenses in the league. Speaking of which, you have the Jaguars, who are coming off of a really bad start to the season. And the main reason for the defensive struggles, especially, is the pass defense, because they are allowing a ton of passing yards per game. The Jaguars are allowing 272.8 passing yards per game this season, which is the second most in the league. And we saw Flacco face off against the Jaguars coincidentally last year with Cleveland, and he threw for a casual 311. So the point is, Flacco went well over this number last year against this team. I could see a pretty similar story here unfolding into the Sunday game. Plus, we're looking at the Colts missing their starting running back, as Jonathan Taylor is out. So you're going to see Trey Sermon get the start for this game. Now, I mentioned before that the game flow was pretty negative for Flacco, actually, because they were beating the Steelers for most of the way through. As a result, Taylor did have 21 carries, so I do expect to see less work for the running backs with Sermon leading the way instead of Jonathan Taylor. Plus, I am going to point out that the Jaguars are good against the run, as the Jaguars are allowing the 9th fewest rushing yards per game. So you might see the Colts abandon the run just based on how effective Flacco might be through the air against this very weak secondary. Pittman was great, though. He had 100-plus yards last week. You ended up seeing Downs get going as he had 70-plus yards and a touchdown, 80-plus yards actually and a touchdown. So the point is, I do think that Flacco and the Colts will try to lean into the pass game more because they're against a really bad secondary. And you're also looking at the fact that Flacco has been very comfortable so far in this offense. We saw him get Pittman going and Downs going against a much better defense, and I think you're looking at him looking sharp once again against a very bad team. Plus, you're looking at the actual spread, and the Colts are dogs in this game, actually, as the Colts are currently 3-point dogs. There is a chance that the Colts fall behind early. Jaguars are motivated, being 0-4, trying to get the first win. Maybe the Colts fall behind and they abandon the run, and Flacco gets 40, 50-plus pass attempts. Couple scripts to get there based on the game, but I do think that the Colts will try to air it out against this really bad defense, which should result in Flacco getting over this pretty short passing yards totals. Play that once again here for Sunday, October 6th. It's going to be on Joe Flacco over 237.5 passing yards and minus 110 on Bet365. Bye, everyone.